Stop throwing in buns, Chop. Start putting together.
Welcome.
Good game, Chop. Don't break. He's a beast. He's a beast, baby. Beast. Walk it, baby. Put them together. Okay. In the pocket work.
Hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah.
But when you're watching Floyd Mayweather, you have to pay.
The feud between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford has intensified after Floyd leaked old sparring footage from when they trained at Shakur Stevenson's camp. A move many see as his way of reminding fans of his dominance while talks of a 2026 fight heat up.
Is Canelo washed up now at 35 years old?
I don't know. Boxing is a lot of wear and tear on the body. Maybe so.
Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford have been trading shots ever since the undefeated legend called Crawford out for a fight. Crawford initially brushed it off, suggesting Floyd was only trying to steal the spotlight from his recent accomplishments, which added even more fuel to their growing feud.
And if we was ever keep it real, boy, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy.
After several heated exchanges, Floyd Mayweather took things up a notch by leaking a sparring session with Terence Crawford on social media. The two had visited Shakur Stevenson's gym earlier this year, where they went a few rounds behind closed doors. Until now, it was never mentioned publicly, since the photos shared at the time only showed Mayweather and Crawford in regular clothes, giving no hint that they had actually sparred. But with tensions boiling over, Mayweather dropped a 30-second clip from that sparring session, carefully chosen to make him look dominant. In the footage, his trademark reflexes were on full display, slipping Crawford's shots and tagging him with sharp counters. Crawford, meanwhile, looked hesitant and barely landed anything clean. The message was clear. Mayweather wanted to silence critics and contradict the likes of Canelo Alvarez, Shane Mosley, and others who've openly said Crawford is the better fighter.
Using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter, though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his way.
However, just minutes after posting, Mayweather deleted the clip from X. By then, though, it was too late. The footage had already been downloaded, reposted, and circulated across multiple platforms. Several outlets quickly picked it up, ensuring the sparring video became part of the ongoing feud narrative whether Floyd wanted it to or not.
That's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man.
Actually, it was Terence Crawford and his team who invited Floyd Mayweather to their training camp ahead of the September 12th challenge. The idea wasn't simply about sparring. Crawford wanted to sharpen every aspect of his preparation. Mayweather was brought in not just to move around with him in the ring, but also to observe his sparring and training sessions closely. Beyond trading shots, Floyd spent time coaching Crawford, sharing insights, and offering technical tips he believed could push Bud closer to victory on fight night.
It's in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me?
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd?
I don't know. I thought you'd hesitate maybe even a bit, but no.
Nah, not at all. That's one of my favorite.
Leaked footage, the first moments showed Crawford and his trainers standing ringside, listening closely as Floyd Mayweather gave detailed instructions. Floyd pointed out adjustments in Crawford's defense, stances, positioning, footwork, and overall movement. Soon after, the two stepped inside the ring. During their sparring, Crawford pressed forward aggressively at times, letting his hands go as he worked to break through Mayweather's tight guard, a task he managed with some success. Later, Crawford shifted gears, moving onto the back foot and focusing more on defense, testing his ability to absorb and counter Floyd's sharp punches.
Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, because, and I told people, I said, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he's like, I want to be the best.
When I fought Canelo, I was 36 and Canelo was 23, around the same age. Some of these guys won world titles and was undisputed champion. I think, the Tank age, the young low champions. Canelo was 23 with 43 fights and 30 knockouts.
After their sparring session, Floyd Mayweather praised Terence Crawford, calling him a hell of a fighter, one of the greatest of his generation, and someone who reminded him of himself and past opponents, adding that he admired Crawford's hunger and his drive to leave behind a great boxing legacy.
Said he was inexperienced. I was 36 with 40-something fights. And to tell you the truth, I was over the hill. And so when I fight guys, when I'm in my 30s and they're in their 30s, you know what they say? Oh, this guy.
The footage of Crawford and Mayweather training together generated massive buzz online, with fans flooding the comments to praise the moment between two boxing greats. Many compared it to Crawford's previous work with Andre Ward, saying it showed he was taking all the right steps ahead of fight night. Crawford and Floyd training together looks good. I'm proud Crawford is making the right moves, and I hope he wins. Canelo is definitely not ready for what he's about to bring, one fan wrote. Another joked, that ring is suffering from too much greatness. If this ever turned into a real fight, I think Crawford would win. A third added, Crawford needs to listen to Floyd to beat Canelo. He also needs advice from B-Vol. Those guys know something others don't. It's the footwork and style, and Crawford just needs to make it work.
Jones Jr.
Boy, Mayweather, anybody else that won't smoke the word Jones, we know damn well they can get in them. Have they ever been a fight? That's one thing that's different from Roy, and that's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Roy picked who he fought. Roy fought whoever the fuck came to my left. So, don't get me fucked. Y'all made me tough, don't you?
One fan noted, I like how the right fighters are giving Terence Crawford the support he needs. I just feel he'd get this done by decision. Big thanks to Floyd. But despite that positive moment, things have now soured between the two. Mayweather, with his flawless 50-0 record, is still regarded by many as the greatest pound-for-pound boxer in history, known for his unmatched defense and ability to dictate the pace of any fight, making him a true spectacle in the sport. Additionally, his career was marked by
Floyd Mayweather beef. Now, we all know Floyd was showing the videos of Roy Jones getting knocked the hell out. And I said, where the hell did this come from? Why he do him like that? Well, it stems from Roy. We all know, well, I don't say Roy talking shit, but
Mayweather closed out his career with a flawless 50-0 record, capturing titles across 5 divisions while showcasing what many regard as the greatest defense in boxing history. He also became one of the sport's most lucrative stars, headlining 4 of the top 5 highest-grossing pay-per-view events ever. But when asked by Real Life Productions if that record alone made Mayweather the greatest of all time, Roy Jones Jr. disagreed. No, he said. Before elaborating, you've got to respect anyone who stays undefeated that long. I respect it, yeah. But is 50-0 enough to call him the greatest? Nah. Julio Cesar Chavez went 80-0 at 1.80. Are you ever gonna top that? He just didn't stop. Floyd got to 50 and stopped because of Rocky Marciano. Rocky died. If he hadn't, he probably would have kept going too.
Fitting pretty. And I don't know if people realize this, Roy. Your first 50 fights, you didn't get beat. You got DQ'd. Had you been 50-0, would you have stopped?
After I won the heavyweight title and went back down and beat Crawford that first time, I would have stopped right there. But it was in my DNA. It was in my...
Jones specifically criticized Mayweather's farewell fight, a 10th round TKO over UFC star Conor McGregor, who was making his boxing debut, arguing it wasn't a fitting way for a legend to close his career. Ultimately, the debate over who the true GOAT is will continue, shaped by the unique achievements and philosophies of both men. When Floyd Mayweather was later asked about Roy Jones Jr.'s claim that he deserves to be called the best ever more than anyone else, Floyd responded calmly, well, first of all, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm glad Roy Jones feels that way about himself. Every fighter who gave their life to boxing and sacrificed inside that squared circle should feel that way. So if he feels that way, more power to him.
As around him, he's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 to meet him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him,
He may go. Understand me? Because now we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long, the problem what people don't understand is tomorrow's not promised to nobody. Guess what? We fortunate that we saw the fight. Because to be honest with you, Earl came back from dead and made it back and fought this fight.
Floyd Mayweather explained that he only ever fought at a catchweight once, and it wasn't even his idea. He recalled how Canelo once claimed Floyd was afraid to face him, publicly offering to meet at 152 or 152.5 pounds. Mayweather said he called Canelo's bluff and agreed to that weight. After making the cut, however, Canelo rehydrated back up to around 168, or even close to 170 pounds, while Floyd himself came in at just 151 to 152.
He said that. When they were both occupying boxing at the same time, Floyd wasn't sniffing his jockstrap. And I'm talking about Pretty Boy Floyd and Roy. You can't even argue that because we were there. I was there watching both of them. No one mentioned Floyd with Roy. It's not like they're 2 different eras and you can't compare them. They were being compared.
Floyd Mayweather praised Roy Jones Jr. as an incredible fighter who's given so much to boxing, saying he's proud of him. Mayweather himself is often regarded as one of the sport's all-time greats, having defeated countless elite opponents, claimed titles in 5 weight classes, and retired unbeaten while preserving both his sharpness and financial empire, achievements that earned him the nickname TBE, the best ever.
I've been in a boxing gym and guys have given me great sparring and great work. They say ass whooping will humble you. I come home and say, you gotta tighten up, champ. Yeah. You gotta get it together, champ. And then sometimes I go home and say, is this for me? I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist. And we all know God only made one thing perfect, and that's my boxing record.
Despite Floyd Mayweather's flawless record and 5 division world titles, some critics remain unconvinced that his legacy fully matches the legend built around him. Interview 16. New life has been breathed into the Floyd Mayweather-Roy Jones Jr. rivalry after old sparring footage between the two leaked online. The clip, released by Mayweather himself before being quickly deleted, showed Floyd rocking Jones and seemingly getting the better of the exchange. Much like his recent pattern of dropping past sparring videos, Mayweather appeared to use this leak to strengthen his claim as the superior fighter. Despite the deletion, the footage spread rapidly across social media, fueling debate. Interestingly, this wasn't the first time. Mayweather was also tied to a similar leak involving sparring sessions with Jones in the past.
People don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Right. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't, just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Yeah. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't give him enough credit.
In the leaked footage, Floyd Mayweather clearly held the upper hand, catching Roy Jones Jr. with sharp counters while effortlessly slipping most of Jones's punches. Mayweather's trademark defensive brilliance was on full display, making Jones's relentless offense look ineffective, as the shots that did land carried little impact. While Jones was the busier fighter, it was Floyd's precision and ring IQ that stood out, even rocking Jones multiple times during the session. Though it wasn't a heated or personal sparring match, the clip reignited debate in the boxing community, as sparring sessions often reveal glimpses of what makes great fighters truly special.